Support for Radio Friends comes from Labrunerie Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact Labrunerie Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on this Monday, March the 1st. Can you believe this is the first day of March? And I've got a whole bunch of my friends with me today, but they're not here in the studio. They're in Holts Summit, Missouri. Doering, all Paws Medical and Behavioral Center. Welcome to Radio Friends on Zoom today.
Well, thank you so much for having us on Zoom. We couldn't be there in person, but because of that, you get all my doggies are kind of trying to be in the camera. So all around me.
We were looking at them before we came on. There's Connor in your lap, but then you've got the coonhound over there. That's pastrami, right?
This is pastrami, and then I don't even think I got to introduce you to my littlest girl, which is Muchacha right here. She's the little tiny one.
If you're listening on the radio, you can't see this, but you make sure you tune in on the web or on television because she's surrounded with dogs there. And Mar definitely is a person that loves dogs and cats and animals. And this being March the 1st, we just came out of February, which was National Dental Health Month for children and for dogs.
And for pets in general, dogs and cats, yes.
Okay, and that's something that we don't think about a lot as far as taking care of our pets' teeth, but that's very important, isn't it?
It's very important. And sometimes people think, oh, they take care of their own teeth, but really, just like humans, they need some help, some big help sometimes. They can have an inherited predisposition to having dental problems, but sometimes the food that you give them matters. And absolutely, sometimes there's some dogs that just their bite is off just a little bit, and it can cause immense problems, not only for the teeth, but what people don't always remember is when you have a problem in your teeth, then you have bacteria that sheds into the bloodstream. And when it does, it also can compromise and really hurt your other vital organs, especially your heart and your kidneys and your liver. So good dental health helps the entire pet. And you don't want to wait until your dog is elderly to do this. Poor little Connor, he came to us with only 5 teeth, and he as you know, came from a puppy mill. So He had very little care. I'm sure he had very poor food, and that has all played a big role.
Yeah.
And we're trying to hang on to the 5 teeth that he has and really keep him in good health. And I want him to live a very, very long life. So I thought I would not only mention the importance of it, but I also wanted to mention things that you can do to prevent your doggie, our kitty, from having problems. Pastrami just sat down behind me. But so one of the big things is to go ahead and to try to take care of their teeth by brushing their teeth.
Okay. Some people who do not have dogs may be kind of chuckling right now, but it is important to brush their teeth and clean their teeth. You can either do it with a toothbrush or you can get one of those little things you put over your finger, over your index finger, right? And
it's a finger toothbrush, exactly.
Right.
Now, I'll tell you what, I think the finger toothbrush is great. And a regular toothbrush is fantastic. Do not use human toothpaste.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes, use for a dog and a cat. But most dogs and cats, especially at the beginning, are not too fond of putting a big thing in their mouth. So there is an alternative way for those dogs and cats that don't like it. And what I do is use I use a liquid antiseptic that, again, you get at your veterinary clinic because it is made for pets. and you can put it on a Q-tip or a cotton ball or a washcloth over your finger, and they accept that much, much better, so that you don't have the problem where they see that toothbrush and they run away. You want to go ahead and do your pet's teeth every really 24 to 48 hours. It takes about 48 hours to produce tartar from that food. So you want to make sure that your pet enjoys the experience, that you're not starting off and you're forcing them to the ground so that they have to have this. You want to make sure that it's something that they enjoy.
Right.
So they'll come to you, and afterwards they can have a treat or a pet for doing a job well done.
Now, Mark,
get used to touching them around the mouth, even when they're tiny puppies. So they'll be used to that and not mind it in the future.
Now, the toothpaste that you buy for the pets, is it flavored that they enjoy it?
It very much is flavored, usually chicken flavored or beef flavored, and they have some flavors for cats as well.
Okay.
So that they do not mind it. But again, start with just a little something, so it's not something that all of a sudden they're forced. But yes, it makes it much easier if they get to smell that and then taste it a little bit, and they find, oh, that's pretty good stuff. I like that.
Okay, what about feeding your pets or letting your pets chew on bones or on the real those greenies or the hard dog treats? Doesn't that have a scraping of the tooth to help keep it clean too?
I think that's a great additional thing to do. And for some dogs, that's all it takes. But make sure you use a very, very hard bone, or not a chicken bone or something like that. Make sure it's a dog bone or something that would be very, very safe for animals. And I think the greenies and things like that are fantastic. However, I have lots of dogs, and I have one of them myself, that literally swallows the whole greenie. So not only does it have no good effect, it also could stick up in his tummy. So I have to be very careful with that. So make sure when you give it to your dogs, they're actually chewing it. And some of them, you'd be surprised, only chew on one side. So
Okay.
I'll have the dog come in, and one side of their mouth looks really fine. The other side looks awful.
All right.
So you have to make sure that you see that it's doing everything that you want it to do.
Okay, we're about out of time. Who is that making the noise over there? Which one of the dogs is making that noise?
I think that's probably pastrami.
Well, tell Pastrami we
She
appreciate
likes
it.
to have everybody's attention. She thinks she's the queen.
We appreciate it. Pastrami sound effects throughout the entire thing. We're out of time.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. If people want more information, how do they contact you more?
They can call us at 573-896-4040. We'd love to hear from them.
Okay, and thank you for sharing your entire pack with us today.
Thank you for allowing us to do
And
this.
special thanks to your husband for setting up Zoom this morning. Is he there? Have him stick his head in there in the camera. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.